Hey guys, you know what feels like heaven? Season 7 of OYF, that's why.
And we are your hilarious hygiene angels.
That little baby angel Carlos just flying around with a scaler, struggling off the ground.
So grab your harp, your floss, and your coffee, and let's do it.
Season 7, buckle up. Here we go. Good morning, Sandra.
What's up,
How are
Carlos?
you? I
I'm
don't want to
good.
call you
How are
Sandra
you?
when we start off, but it
Yeah,
just feels right.
it feels like I'm mature or something.
I know, right? I almost feel like an adult.
Almost.
I really don't feel like adult. You know when I felt most like a kid? Uh,
Yeah,
this morning.
yeah.
My sleep cycle's all jacked up, man. And I took a nap and I woke up like at 1 in the morning and I stayed up all night. And then I was like, I gotta get to sleep because I gotta record here now, right?
What's all night? Because to me, like 12:01 is all night.
Bro, I got up at 1 and I
Okay.
was wide awake. Like
Oh,
the day
yeah.
has begun type.
Like the sun came up.
Yeah. Like I don't know
Huh.
why I was so up. Like and the TV was off,
Yeah.
so I start editing, right? But before that, I
Yeah.
had to go get the mail, and it's been like a week since so I had a bunch of flyers and shit in there.
So you got the mail at 1 a.m.?
Yeah.
Oh,
Then hit the
okay.
gym, which is right next door to the mail room,
Okay.
because I'm trying to flex it and plex
Yeah.
it, right?
Yeah.
And then I went to the package room because I got a package from Amazon.
Okay.
And then I made it upstairs, so now it's like two something. And I'm like, well, let me just start editing, son. And then I'd edit
Wow.
an episode and then go because we're a couple behind. That's my fault.
Yeah, we'll
We're,
just
we're
dump
traveling,
them.
but yeah, we're dumping.
Episode dump.
Today's the 24th, so all these hit in the air before
Hmm.
Thanksgiving, so you guys can listen to them for the holiday.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
exactly.
um, so yeah,
You're welcome.
I was up to like 7, like 2 hours ago. Is that crazy? That's weird, right?
Did you go? Yeah, and then you went to bed?
Yeah, I was like, I gotta kind of like reset, right?
Okay.
Set the alarm for 8:15. Enough time to get up, brush my teeth, break
Hop
in,
on here.
make some
Yes.
coffee, whatever.
Wow.
Right?
So you got less than an hour of sleep.
A little bit over because
Okay.
it was a little bit after 7, so maybe an hour, right? And I don't feel
Whew.
bad. I'm probably gonna crash by noon, but I feel all right now.
Take a
But
little nappy nap.
when I got up, like my bedroom goes through the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
there's a walk-in closet at the end with the washer and dryer,
Nice.
my gun safe and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh man, I gotta be at work at 9. Why don't I have any clean scrubs? How the hell did I not do? I thought it was Monday, dude. You know what I'm saying? And I was freaking out. I was like, what the? So I'm looking and I'm like, dumbass, it's Sunday. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh God. And it just made me, I kind of relaxed and I made some
Yeah.
scrambled
Yeah.
some eggs uh
Ugh.
with
Those are
some,
the weird, like,
yeah,
I haven't done it to that extent, but I remember like there are times I wake up when it's still dark at 6 a.m. and p.m.
yes,
And my like I woke up, I look at my watch or clock or whatever, and it's 6 o'clock. I don't know if it's a.m. or p.m. I'm
right.
just like so
Yeah, yeah,
disoriented.
yeah, yeah.
And then I'm like, do I need to get up? Like, is do I need to go to
Can I
work?
roll over or do I
I
need to
don't
get
I
up?
like what is going on? And it's like you get so good sleep, you're so out of
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Man.
Did I tell you I was ordering a crotch pot off of Amazon?
Yes, we talked about that last
Right.
time.
Well, it came Sunday afternoon.
Okay,
And by
okay.
Sunday
A week
evening,
ago because today's Sunday.
yes, last Sunday, um, I picked it up at 2 p.m., 2:30.
Yeah.
I'm putting ingredients in it. Okay.
Okay.
About
Quick
7. Well, yeah.
quick side note. Do you wash it before you use it or you just
Yeah.
go straight in?
No, 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 dude. I took it out of the package.
Yeah.
I had to like, scrub
Yeah.
I had to rub it down, dude, because
Right, right. You never know what kind of hands have been on it.
yeah,
Like,
I mean, where it came from the factory or whatever, maybe, whoever
right,
put
yeah.
it in the box
Maybe
was
maybe
had chicken wings or
Joe
something.
Schmo
Yeah.
had a cold that day. Yeah.
But dude, because I air fry everything, right? But I
Yes.
need something where it'll cook it while I'm at work, right? And
Yeah.
so I made chicken, rice, and veggies.
Nice.
Bro, it was delicious.
Oh, okay. So did you do raw, like hard rice in there?
Yep.
Throw the raw chicken.
Yep.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
And then how long did it cook?
A little chicken broth. Um,
Okay. That
um,
sounds good.
dude, yeah, I put it on high, so I was like, all right, that's 4 hours or less, right? And I
Yeah.
had to run to my daughter's house and get an extension cord.
Yeah.
I bought this knee massager thing off of TikTok for her because she's got, funky
Yeah.
knees, right?
Yeah.
And one of her knees was she's like, well, why is it swollen? I'm like, hell, I don't know. You're talking to the wrong guy. Unless you got a tooth stuck in it. I don't know what to tell you. And so I got her this TikTok, knee massager that heats up and it looks like a
Yeah.
little baby helmet. You know what I'm talking about?
No, but I can envision.
Anthony
Yeah.
had one of those where like his head was flat on one end because he was so big.
Yeah.
He was just a giant baby, and so he wore like this little football helmet with holes in it
Yeah.
and sort of
Yeah.
round his shit out. And so that's what it kind of looks like, but for your kneecap,
Yeah.
right, with buttons on it.
Okay.
I go, listen, I need to borrow an extension cord because I tried to ride the bike out here to drop this thing off, and I couldn't get the bike started because I hadn't ridden it a couple weeks because we were on vacation, right?
Okay. Yeah.
She goes, well, I have some extension cords in the garage. Which one do you want? I'm like, let me get all of them, dude, because the plug is a mile
I
away
don't want
from
to have
where.
to come back.
Right. And there's a plug downstairs where the in the parking garage, right? But the
Yeah.
lock on the bike has the handlebars to the left. I couldn't unlock it. So if I pushed it, I was just going to go around in circles. You follow me?
Yes.
So I couldn't get closer to the plug. I was stuck, right? I
Oh
was
my
this
God.
short, twice
Yeah.
this for my I was twice this. Like I couldn't, and I was like, you
Yeah.
son of a, you know what I mean? Don't leave
You're
me
right.
like
You're
this,
like,
bro.
ah,
So I
ah,
kind of like
ah.
muscled it over. I was maybe an inch off this parked car, and I have like a jump starter thing in it, and it connected, and I was
Yeah.
like, okay. And it took a minute to, I mean, it was just under the threshold where it would start, so
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
vibrate
Yeah.
was just a little bit too low, right? Anyway, I
Yeah.
got it started, and then I zipped around the parking lot a few times, and I'm like, I went through all
Yeah.
this nonsense. I'm riding this bitch to work on Monday, and I did.
Yeah.
Um,
Good job.
so one of the packages I picked up was a little
Yeah.
battery pack, it looks like a battery charger,
Yeah.
but it came with little prongs that you negative, positive.
Yeah. I have one of those. Yeah.
It's like a little pocket-sized jump starter thing, and I'm
Yep.
like,
I got it in the back of the Bronco
because I'm
because
not I'm
the,
not doing that
yep.
cord nonsense again. And I'm not
Yep.
buying a 600-foot long cord
Yep.
on the occasion, and then I never have it. So you know what? I'm just gonna do this from now on. So I
Yep.
ordered that, and I bought some a can opener, a manual, old school manual can opener, because I
Now, is
went
it
to go
the
put some
real
tomato
thin
sauce.
handle metal or is
No,
it the,
it's
it's
a
got
thicker
chunky
one for like
handles?
old people.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
better. That's better.
I'm gonna
John
grow
likes the
into it.
old school, like metal.
Yeah, those are
Well, they're tried and
that's like a
true. That's
hand
why he
blender.
likes
You know what I'm saying?
it. Yeah.
Remember that nonsense? The hand
You mean a
blender?
spoon?
Yeah. No, no, like the one where you could crank and had the
Yeah,
little
yeah.
whip
So you hold it
things.
like this and you do
Yeah,
the,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I know
No,
what you're
dude.
talking about.
Give me the one with the for the old people with arthritis. That's the one I need.
I
You know
want the
what I
one that
mean?
plugs in. I
Yeah.
want that power, not my elbow power.
There you go. What yeah. I went to go put some tomato sauce and some beef the other day, and no, I couldn't open it. I'm like, damn it. You know what I mean? I have tools that can cut a can open, but then again, I don't want metal shavings in the
Yeah, you
so
get that
there's
chef knife and hammer and
so there's always something, man. Sorry, I
yeah,
got the bike started. I got a whole new system now. And while I
yeah.
was there, I was looking at the sauna in her garage.
Uh-huh.
You know what this look is, right? I'm gonna put it in the apartment, son. Which is kind of it's either insane or a ball ass move because I'm
Is it
probably
gonna fit like through the doorway and all
I gotta
that?
take it apart.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. And it won't fit in my car, like in my SUV, put together.
or
So I
your back of
gotta
your bike.
no, no, definitely not. So I gotta fold it down, and then I have like
Okay.
this cart thing that I can wheel it in. I mean, it's gonna
Yeah.
take me a
Yeah.
minute, but I think I can set it up. I got a corner already set up for it, and
You know, it is your apartment. Nobody's telling you what you can and can't have.
you know,
Go for it.
is it weird though? It's a little weird.
I mean, if you did a poll of how many people have a sauna in their living room, the poll would probably be like 0 to 1.
It's definitely an unusual, and I got it where I could to where I'm gonna put it where I can still watch television. You
Oh
know,
my God.
I'll be in a bitch three
Now,
hours a day.
can you hook up your TV sound to the Bluetooth speakers?
Um,
That would be awesome.
well, here's the thing. I don't know if I told you, I bought a thing that can plug into the airplane seat and Bluetooth
Yes,
to my
yes, yeah.
AirPods, right? The
Okay.
wireless ones. There is a plug in the back of the TV, and if I select that out, it'll play through
See,
that, so I can
in
have
your
my
earbuds.
earbuds inside the sauna and I can listen to the TV. Hmm?
Now, the earbuds in the sauna, is that safe? Like your
Probably
earbuds
not.
won't
You know what I mean?
melt.
Probably
They're
radiation or
melting
whatever.
in your
You know,
ears.
here's the thing. If it's touching your skin, it's weird because it's
Yeah,
infrared.
yeah,
So if it's touching your skin, it doesn't get hot. But I remember I used to wear something like this at the sauna at the gym,
yeah, yeah,
and the cables would just get so hot that if they just touched you, you'd feel it like burning almost,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
But if it was already on you, it wouldn't get hot. Like my chain wouldn't get hot
Huh.
because it was on my skin. I
Right,
don't see how it
yeah.
works, but
Hmm.
anyway,
Weird. Okay.
yeah. So
Well, that's
that's
cool. So people are just gonna think you're like either making ridiculous financial decisions
rich or
because
crazy or
yeah,
both, you know?
because you're in like a 1 bedroom apartment, but yet you have a sauna in
Yeah.
your apartment. So
Yeah.
like, are you crazy rich man just living on
No,
nothing?
no, not at all.
Or
I'm real careful with the credit card usage,
are you
and
gonna have a Lamborghini in your bathroom?
I know, right? Yeah, I've thought about it and I wouldn't do it, but I really thought about it. I'm like, yo, I can probably wheel the bike into the apartment. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh. Are you on the base floor?
Yeah. So like if I open the patio doors, I
You
can
just
park
wheel it
that
in?
sucker outside and then but there's no way to lock it from the outside, right? So I could just take off down the
Yeah.
little hill
Yeah.
like Batman, dude. You know?
Out of the bat cave.
I think they would be furious if I was like
Bad
riding that
apartment.
freaking thing through the
Smoke
landscaping.
show.
You know,
Smoke show in the living room.
I got a freaking
Ah,
groove carved into the side of the little hill there. Yeah, I think they might have something to say about that. But
they might. You might not get your deposit back.
yeah,
Just
yeah.
saying.
So no, but I have a little balance on one card, and but
Yeah.
it's manageable and it's not out of
Oof.
control. So,
I
well, how about
can I
you?
be yeah, can I be vulnerable for a minute here? Ugh.
Yeah, always, man.
So I handle our finances and I typically try to make good decisions for our family.
Sure, always responsible.
So we did Dave Ramsey years ago. We were completely debt free when we were
Right,
living in the RV. House was paid off, obviously, because we sold it. And we had probably about 100 grand in the bank, and I was just paying cash for things for
nice.
the house.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, from the sale of the house, 100 grand's just sitting there. Um, then last year, things kind of took a turn. Well, not last year, a few years ago, we bought the Bronco, but not a big deal. But last year, our taxes were probably double what I thought they would be.
Wow.
So we've adjusted things. So I hope that this coming year will be
Is
okay.
the
But
Bronco like super expensive? Because I know some of those get a little fancy.
oh no, this is a Bronco Sport. It was about the same cost of like a Honda Accord or something.
Oh, it's not too bad. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
No, it was was it like 30, maybe around 30.
I mean,
So
everything's 30 nowadays.
I know, I
Honda
know.
Civics at 30. You know what I mean?
I know. It's like, remember when the cars were like 15, 18 grand?
Dude, like in '04 was it? '04? 14. It was a
Yeah,
13 or a 14 Corolla, right? Because I was
yeah,
commuting my ass off and then driving all
yeah,
over, right? Dude, I got that thing with a discount, dude, for about
yeah,
16 grand.
yeah. That was like the
LED
average.
light, and it wasn't stripped. I mean, it had power, everything, and I'm like
Yeah.
16 grand, which is insane. I
Yeah.
wish I still had
Now
that
you can't
sucker
even
too,
get a
man.
used vehicle for that.
No,
Um, so anyway, like, so I put my taxes on the credit card because the fee that they were going to charge, the late fee was going to be more than like interest or whatever. So I was like, trying to make sound financial decisions.
sure.
But then after that, like holidays were coming up and I wanted to do like Airbnb, and then we had like the Smiles at Sea stuff. So I put more on that, and before that it was paid off all the time. Like I would never carry a balance. So now like it trickled up, and it's crazy how it happens. Like
Too easy.
it's way too
Way
easy
too easy.
to kind of go, oh, I can handle this. So then it got up to almost $9,000 on this credit card. One thing that I did, was I found a credit card that had a 0% for almost 2 years, but you have to do a balance transfer fee. So it was like 200 something dollars to transfer that, 2 months of interest fees,
There you
and I
go.
have the balance transferred with no
And then you got the
interest.
rest of these, 20 months or so to pay it off,
Yeah, to pay it off, which I will. I'll have it paid off way beyond that. But yeah, yeah, it's easy to get hung up with all that stuff and the wants versus the needs and all that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I was being financially immature again. But
You know, I don't know, man. Here's the thing. This is how I look at it, man. There's so many people right now, the economy, is just like
yeah,
with, grocery prices. Like I spent $100 yesterday by myself, you know,
yeah,
and all I did was really stock up on meat. I bought like a
meat's expensive.
refrigerated food bag that they had at
Yeah,
Sam's Club,
yeah,
and I think that was 8.98 or whatever it was, right? And
yeah,
I'm like, all right, cool. That way I can carry the meat and the stuff that I buy to
yeah,
the house and not have to juggle or bring extra bags, or I can just bring
right.
this. Um, but some things you got to spend. Imagine, having like a family of five or six, you know what I mean? And you got to feed everybody. I can't, I don't know how people are doing it, man.
Yeah. So we went to the store the other day, because Thanksgiving's coming up. John, the Schnucks had a deal, 58 cents a pound for turkey, for a frozen turkey if you spend 25 bucks. Make sure you get your $25 limit on things that we would normally get and get a turkey because we're hosting Thanksgiving this coming Saturday.
Gotcha.
And then we went back yesterday, and I said, you know what, let's get another turkey just for us because we have a vacuum sealer, and we could use that for soups, for sandwiches, for
You could probably
just
smoke that sucker too,
whatever.
right?
Yeah, we probably could. But so to save money in the long run,
Yeah.
we got more of the same. John and we had game night last night, so John wanted his, you know, glug glug glug, his drinky drinks.
Sometimes you got to have a sip or two,
So
man.
it was easy to spend that 25. So we get up to the register. Our bill was just shy of $100. And I was like, wait a minute, the turkey's supposed to be 58 cents a pound, blah, blah, blah. And then he said, well, click pay now. And then it dropped down $40. So it was
Oh,
60
wow.
bucks for
That's
this
not
big
bad.
turkey, his beer, some of the cheese that I get. So it worked out. But yeah, it's expensive. So my sister told me about this app, and I'm in an area where there's not many stores that participate, but
Right?
I think it's called Too Good to Go or something like that. And you can search the stores that are getting rid of stuff that didn't sell right away, stuff that's not quite ripe enough
Are we
or
talking
too
about food
ripe.
items or
Yes,
like
yes.
clothes or something?
No, it's all food items. So
Okay.
she like goes and gets this they I don't know, they call it a surprise bag or something, and it has like dinner
Bet it is.
rolls and bread and things like that. So she'll go pick that up for like $5 or whatever. And I mean, you can freeze that stuff, but it's
Yeah.
crazy how wasteful we are. Um, and then there's another store, like one of these online grocery things where they send you groceries, and it's called I just saw it on Facebook or TikTok. It's called Misfits, I think. And so it's like,
Yeah, yeah, we had that at the
yeah,
old. Yeah,
yeah, where it's like a pepper that was stuck in between two branches of the vine. And
it
so now
looks a
it
little
has these
funky.
indentations.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So instead of throwing that stuff away, this store will go and gather those things and send it to you. So, you're kind of helping with the food crisis or
It's
whatever
just
you want to call
edible.
it.
It's just a little funky looking. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Like we have gotten so caught up in the way something looks versus the nutritional value, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
But we're throwing away money. And if you think about it, like I am the worst. Like when something
That pepper
feels,
tastes the same. I can guarantee
yeah,
you. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
exactly. If grapes are too soft, I won't eat them. So I'm like, I throw stuff away. John doesn't care. He'll eat it. And then bananas, I have to have bright yellow, just on the cusp of being ripe.
That's rich people behavior, dude. You better eat some brown spots and call it a
But
day.
it's a mental thing. Like for some reason, I just can't.
That
When
wouldn't
I
slow me
think,
down. Does John eat them like that?
yeah, yeah, totally.
Yeah,
But
they're
like
even
it's a
sweeter
mental,
when yeah, a couple bruises. You know,
yeah, it's a mental thing.
I
Like
like
I
my
I I
bananas the way
just,
I like my ladies, bro. A couple bruises.
oh my
A little
gosh,
soft.
you're so stupid. You're so stupid.
I'm sorry, but
But
no, yeah, that's
yeah,
when they're sweetest, man.
I know
Yeah,
that. I know that. Like mentally, I know that it's just the texture and then the mental wall that I have up because I think it's bad. Like
I'm
milk.
busting your chops. Yeah, but
I know. But you're right too, because like what there's nothing wrong with it.
banana bread, that's what you use. You
I'm
know,
I'm the but it's crazy because on the other end of that spectrum, I'm a smell it. If it doesn't smell bad, taste it. If it doesn't taste bad, I'm eating it, drinking
right?
it. Like with milk. Some people are like, if it's a day past that date,
Yeah,
that's a no for me.
I think I'll try it 3 days after. If it smells not wild, then
Yeah, if it
I'll do. I
smells,
mean, it's been in the
tastes good,
ice
it's fine.
box the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I did buy a bunch of like chicken legs and like chicken thighs or
Oh
whatever.
yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I bought a part of the money I spent yesterday at Sam's Club was they had freezer bags,
Yeah.
right? Like I want to say there was like 18 bucks, right? Maybe
Hmm.
maybe not even that. But it was boxes of 50 of them or 54 of them per box.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they were not sandwich size, but a little bit bigger. So I
Right.
could stuff like four thighs in one. And dude, that's perfect size for the crotch pot. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. You need to get a vacuum sealer.
Probably.
Yeah, and you could get them cheap. Oh, it's Black Friday on like Amazon and Walmart coming up. So get you a vacuum
Oh,
sealer.
I gotta look up. Yeah, because I buy a lot of meat and then
Yeah. And
yeah,
they put it in the freezer.
and then some nights I'll thaw out a couple drumsticks
Yeah.
and I can fit four in my air fryer, dude, and they come out so crispy and so delicious.
I need to get one of those. I'm gonna talk
Damn
I'm
it, bro.
maybe I'll just get one and tell John to
I tried this
get
the other
over
day,
it.
right? Because there was like a clump of four of them, right? And they were all frozen in, like in a
Yeah.
funky position, and I couldn't do anything with them, right?
Yeah.
So I threw them in a pot, boiling water, right? And then they
Yeah.
parboiled a little bit, right? So I figured it'll
Yeah.
thaw them out a little bit and da 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 da. But what it was doing was melting some of the fat from underneath the skin. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
then you take them out after like 10 or 15 minutes, and then they got that pale, weird color, right? But they're
Yeah.
so hot that you put them in a pot, like in a little bowl, and they'll dry because they're hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hit them with that seasoning, and dude, when they came out of the air fryer, the skin was, gosh, it was like crispy. I was like, holy shit,
Ooh,
that's incredible,
nice.
dude. Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
It was really really cool. It was really, really
Mm.
and it's not fried in deep, in fat and oil,
Right.
and
Exactly.
so
Exactly. So it's
it's kind of
healthier.
like a win-win. Like you feel like you're cheating. Like the
We're
other
just
day.
solving. Oh yeah. I was just gonna say we're solving all the world problems.
All right, so we had a little break, but due to the magic of editing, I had enough time to prepare my dinner in the crock pot.
Yes.
garlic powder, little red pepper flakes, and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
freshly ground salt, cream of mushroom soup, and some like a beef,
Oh,
some type of beef. I don't know what it was, but it was like
yeah.
less expensive because it wasn't fatty at all. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So I was gonna slow cook that shit in the crock pot.
Nice.
See what happens. You know?
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm pretty excited about it. It's idiot proof. You just slap it together.
So even I could do it. Is that what you're saying?
If I can figure it out, dude. The other day
I
I
I'm
had
definitely not a cultural experienced cook.
had, had some brown rice, mixed vegetables,
Yeah.
and some chicken broth, and I cooked the rice, right, and then
Yep.
and some chicken thighs, dude. It was like a real meal. I was like, holy shit, this is delicious, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I fell asleep on the couch and I woke up and it said 7:30. And again, I didn't know because it's getting dark early. So I didn't
Yep.
know. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna be late for work. I gotta get out of here.
Oh my
I
gosh.
don't know why I worry about oversleeping, but I'll leave this last thing I'm gonna say about food. On
Okay.
Wednesday I went to dinner to a place called Bubba's 33, which they make these burgers and they put bacon in the meat and then they cook the burger.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, they're rich, but because I've been since I got back, I haven't been out, right?
Yeah.
And I've been eating just at the house, air fry, crock pot,
Oh
whatever.
yeah.
And I can taste the fat in the burger. You know what I'm saying? Like I was
That
like,
sounds
damn,
delicious.
this tastes so heavy. You know what I mean? And it was good, but you're like, oh, this can't be good for you. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And I
Right.
felt guilty. I
Yes.
felt like an asshole eating it. But afterwards, I was like, whatever, dude. I'm gonna get it in.
Oh
But I was like,
yeah.
oh, I can't eat these anymore. They're delicious, but I just didn't feel good about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I did
Yes.
not feel
Yes.
good. Like
Yes.
I'll grill a steak and we get lean cuts, like when we were on a trip, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fillets,
Mm-hmm.
New York
Yep.
strips, and I mean, if you can eat red meat, that's the type that's what I like to get. So
Yeah, that's good. That filet was so good. Oh,
yeah, I was impressed with everything. Somebody asked me, "What did you have on the cruise?" I'm like, "Yes, all of it."
all of the above.
How about the name of that stupid ice cream place? Remember that?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So it was called, and we didn't name it this. This sounds
We
like an
didn't
oyster
name
thing,
this.
but it's not. And it's the name of the place was Lick Me Till Ice
Ice cream.
Cream. So boy us, it's a play on word. A play
That's why it's a kids not invited cruise.
yeah, yeah. So which I never went to it once because I don't really care for ice cream. Did you try it?
I did do once because I was trying not to go too crazy, but I don't do try not to do dairy. So, but I did do it once
What
and it
flavor
was
did you get?
good. It was I think I got the reduced fat or reduced sugar vanilla or something and then the sherbet like the mango. I love
Okay.
mango.
That sounds delicious. Okay. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw people
Um
walking around with them, but I'm like, nah, I'd rather
yeah,
have a cocktail, I'm
yeah.
good. Yeah.
One side note with the Virgin Cruise Line, the tech was, I loved it. I
Yeah.
loved it. You
Yeah. Yeah.
have this little iPad, and that controls the TV, the lights, the curtains, everything
Mood
is on
lighting.
this little tablet. Yeah, you can click hangover and it would close the curtains, turn the lights down, that kind of thing. And then there's one called Get It On, and it would like put some random color lights, close the curtains, brown chicka brown cow. Oh, it was cool though. Like I want my house to be like that. Uh
I don't want to sound like a nerd, but when I moved in, my daughter got me brought me a lamp and a light
mhm.
bulb that I can
Yeah.
control with an app on my
Yes.
phone and I can set timers and stuff. So in the
Yes.
morning, I got it set up on, bright daylight. So it goes
Yes.
off like a minute after my alarm goes off. and then it turns itself off when I'm done getting ready. That's
Yeah.
kind of crazy, but I can dim it. Like I got a light blue
Yeah.
TV watching, temperature, and
Yeah.
yeah, maybe not the same thing as it built in into the walls, but it's kind of cool still nonetheless.
Right. And you can get those remote controlled curtain open and closers and stuff.
Yeah, those are
They're
pretty cool.
I think you can do it for like $150 or something. And yeah,
It's
it'd
like,
be perfect for a bedroom. Like you're like, oh crap, I forgot to, close the curtains. Or you wake up in the morning and you're like, ah, it's too bright in here. I'm gonna sleep in, and you boop, and then it closes the curtains for you.
yeah. I got those blackout curtains, dude. So I never know what
Oh
time of day
yeah.
it is in here. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah.
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 If I open them up, I'm like, oh shit, it's daylight. It's bright out. But
Yeah.
no. So are you anything else? Are we good for this week, you think? Oh, did
Yeah.
you see
Think
you told me
so.
you saw a movie. What was that all about?
Oh, I went and saw Wicked.
Yeah.
It's
You were
opening
talking about
weekend.
going to go see it.
Yeah, it's so I read the book, and I was just, it was so different. Like the scenarios, the interactions between certain characters was so different from the book. So, and that's why typically I like to watch the movie first, then read the book, because then you're not disappointed. You're like, oh, this book is a step up, and I felt myself criticizing the movie from the beginning, but it was
That's
very
why I don't
good.
read, bro. That's why I don't read.
Um, it's a musical, which I'm not a super fan of musicals, but it was good. It was very good. And then, spoiler alert for people is it's a part one, which
Uh,
they don't tell you that. So now you have to wait a year for the second half to come out. But yeah.
Mission Impossible did that like 2 summers ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
Dark
think I saw
Reckoning,
that
D
newest
something.
ones.
Yeah, and I remember
Yeah.
going to see that with my brother. I figured it'd be done this summer, but it's coming out next summer. And I'm like, come on,
Yeah,
Tom
you gotta wait
Cruise.
2 years?
My
Ah,
thing is, if I ever come down with a terminal disease, I'm not even going to start watching one of those because it's going to piss me off not knowing what happens
you
at
want
the
to
end.
die happy, and that
Come
won't cause
on,
you to
man.
die happy. So,
Like Lord of the Rings.
yeah,
I remember when it ended. I'm like, are you kidding me, bro?
really,
I gotta wait a
that's
year to
offensive.
find out what they're gonna do in part two. I couldn't. My
Like
mind.
they're at the top of the mountain. How do they even get down? You won't know until next time.
Yeah. Same Bat channel. Remember that
Ah,
nonsense as a kid? I don't know if you ever watched
yes.
the old school
Yeah.
Batman.
Yeah.
Meow. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Pow.
And it was never,
Bam.
they never followed up. And you're like, okay, they were on reruns back even in the 70s. And
Yes.
I
Adam
don't know, man.
West.
Everything is
Ah,
bullshit. I'm annoyed with everything.
except food
Yeah. Yeah.
in your crotch
Seriously.
pot.
When I say dumb stuff like that to my daughter, right? And
Yeah.
she doesn't even address it, dude. I go,
She
hey,
just keeps on moving.
I'm thinking about getting a crotch pot, right? And she's like, yeah, those are good. I got some recipes if you want them. She doesn't even bother correcting me because she knows I'm an idiot.
She just knows how you
Yeah.
are.
She's
Yes.
like, I'm not even going to bother with them right now.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
but anyway, so Thanksgiving, you guys are have people coming over and you're doing it Saturday, next
Saturday.
Saturday? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm off Thursday and Friday. I mean, we don't have anything going on those 2 days. So then Saturday we'll have the John's fam over. We'll do some, typical Thanksgiving stuff. And then man, I love this time of year because you got Thanksgiving where you're off a couple days, and then you work like 3 weeks, and then you're off like multiple days. I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. It's good, cold, sleeping weather. I bought those dominoes, so I'm taking them over to play with my
Yeah.
son-in-law. He's like, how do you play?
Nice.
I'm like, I'm not really sure, but I think this is how it works, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
figure it out. And then
It'll be
so
fun.
one of those cigars that I got from
Yeah.
Dominican, I
Hmm.
gave him one. He
Yeah.
goes, oh, when you come over on Thanksgiving, we can smoke them in the backyard.
Okay.
And I'm like, great, I'm gonna be sick on Thanksgiving. Awesome.
Just don't inhale. Just
I
don't
know.
inhale.
Oh, yeah. Anyway. All right, well, listen,
Oh, one
guys.
more thing. One
Yeah,
more
yeah.
thing. I am currently reading a book that I really like. So I'll just throw that out there if anybody's looking
Please.
for something to read. Leanne Moriarty is the author. She has written tons of books. Big Little Lies, that's an HBO series. That's one of her books. What about Alice? I think, or I think that's the name of it. That was I think turned into a book. Right now I'm reading Here 1 Minute, and that's the name of it. It's really good. Like
Hmm.
it's basically about this lady who's on a plane with a bunch of others, and she kind of like zones out and starts predicting death and cause of death for each passenger on the plane, and then it's just the whole story unfolds.
It's not
um
we all crash
no.
because that's kind of cheating. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Like, you're gonna have like 30 more minutes, and then your death
That's
is
horrifying.
imminent. Yeah, but I mean, it kind of opens up the mind to like, what would you do if you knew that that was the amount of time you had left?
Right, right.
Um, so what are your like, real quick? What are your top three things you would do if money was no object, and you had, let's go a year. Let's go a year.
So I don't have to
Top three
work. I don't have
things.
to clock in anywhere.
Nope.
I would just travel, man. Spend time with
Yeah.
my loved ones. That's pretty much it, and take them with me if I could. You know,
Yeah.
let's go to
Yeah.
Rome. Let's go to
Hmm.
Spain, Portugal. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'd probably stay away from dangerous places, but then again, maybe not. I got a year left anyway. You know,
Right. Yeah.
maybe at month 10, I might go to damn, Beirut or something. You know,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
I
Like,
don't know.
ugh,
Go
did
somewhere
we just,
dangerous. You know.
yes, that's the thing. Like, we can make an army of terminal people who don't care and go into those areas and just, take out all these
Just
bad
take
people.
over. That's not a bad idea, dude. You know, it's like the movie. What is it? The Dirty Dozen. Is that a movie?
Um,
I think it was like an
yes.
old World War II movie, and these guys that were in prison, they were like, "All right, listen, we're gonna go on the suicide mission, but if we make it back,
Oh, okay.
we'll cut you loose," type of thing.
Yeah, okay,
Charles
that sounds
Bronson was in
familiar.
it, like
Yeah.
pre-Death Wish, and I mean, like I'm talking like
Yeah.
70s
Yeah.
type stuff, right?
Yeah.
Maybe older than that. But the
Yeah.
concept is sound. It kind of makes sense, except the guy
Right.
running them, he didn't do nothing, you know what I'm saying? But he's in charge of keeping these lunatics together, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know. I don't know.
Anyway, so top three, I think traveling would be one of them,
Yeah.
obviously. I would just eat all the most expensive, exquisite like
Fattening.
foods.
You wouldn't give a shit at
I
that point,
well,
right?
that would go hand in hand with traveling. Like, I would go to travel to I would do like a food travel trip.
Yes. Would you try
And
weird stuff?
sure, why not?
Like
The octopus
cobras
that
in
you eat while
Thailand.
it's
Would you
live. Yeah.
would you eat a cobra? Like if they cooked it, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I would.
Yeah. I would do that whether I'm dying or not.
I'd do that next week. What are you talking about? You
Right.
know?
Anybody want to fly us to Thailand?
You know?
Thailand.
Thailand. I think that
Yeah.
would be awesome if we could get somebody to sponsor us and we go on like on a food tour, but we got to eat like weird shit. You know what I mean? I
I
saw
would
a
be a
dude.
100% down.
He was like, okay, that one, and the guy got the cobra out, and they had to dispatch the cobra, of course,
Yeah.
but the skin they fried it, made like cobra chips out of it. Then they chopped some of it, made a soup, and then they fried some other part of it. And they
Yeah.
mixed another part up with like
It's
rice,
like
and I was like,
Cobra 10 ways.
yeah. So they ate this whole thing from from
I
sl-
would do it.
from fang to tail tip. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But
Chomp on a little fang, little
yeah,
crunchy. Num num. I'd be down for that.
dude,
Yeah.
yeah,
Find some rich person that wants to make a podcast about the weirdest things you could ever eat. It's probably already been done, but
yeah.
anyway.
But we would make it funny.
So,
Just
and then the last, yes, we totally would. Yeah. The last thing I think I would do is just, I'd probably get a bunch more Schnauzer puppies and a bunch more goats
why? So
and just hang out with
so
them.
you can drop, and then they're momless. You know what I mean?
Well, that's true. That's not, maybe the elderly ones. Adopt all the elderly dogs.
Yeah,
No,
like
because then
retired
that would
race
keep me
dogs or
busy.
whatever.
Uh,
A couple
no,
old
because
greyhounds.
then I wouldn't be able to travel because I got all this responsibility at home.
Yeah,
Uh, okay, maybe
yeah.
not.
That'd be nice. That'd be nice.
Goats
But
though. Oh,
uh,
I love my goats.
yeah, yeah. No, I would probably just travel and just, spend time with people that,
Yeah.
they care about. So, you know,
Yeah.
so I
And I
mean,
would do a fast track to everything. So private jet, that way I don't have to wait in security line or whatever.
right.
Limos, like I would do it up to the nines so I don't have
Would
to
you do any
wait.
drugs?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I'd probably try to,
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't know, maybe some of that weed that Snoop Dogg smokes. You know what I mean?
He
The
you know
fancy
he
stuff
smokes so much
from
weed his
Thailand or
eyes are
whatever. You know what I'm
permanent.
saying?
His
You
eyes
know,
are permanently like that,
you
like
know.
kind of half closed. I would maybe do something that enhances the senses, like ecstasy
Okay.
or something like that, maybe.
Some like feel good, like, oh my God, I just love everybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I've never
yeah,
done
like
that,
something like
but
that. I don't
that
want to do
sounds,
something like
yeah. I don't want to do
fentanyl
anything
or
dangerous
something.
though. I'm not injecting anything. That sounds
Yeah,
insane to
yeah.
me,
Give me something like the kind that
I'm not
you're
trying to catch
not like.
hepatitis and die. One or the other.
I mean, hepatitis, like
Stupid conversation. I'm so,
you probably die from the original disease before
you
you
know.
would from hepatitis. So,
But yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Man, but anyway, it'd be fun. It's fun to think about.
And I feel like I would also try to go out and like do nice things for people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if I didn't have to worry about working and money's no object, like
All right, picture this. You're in the supermarket, right?
yeah,
And then some ladies in front of you. She's got two, three kids, and they're, well, mommy, I want this. And I'm like, no, we can't. And then she's got
yeah,
enough for her groceries, and you're like, and before she goes to pay, you slip your card in there.
yeah,
You know,
that
she's like,
kind of stuff. I love that.
what are you doing? She'd be like, Merry Christmas, and she'd be like, holy shit, this angel's just hooked me up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
I
know?
love doing the stuff like
Yeah.
that, like adopting families for Christmas and stuff like that. I love it. Uh, anyway,
I don't know what's
so we're not terminal. We're not.
no, not at all.
Everything's good.
Great.
We're getting healthier.
Yeah.
Like
Unfortunately.
I'm down my almost 20, but last night I kind of overdid it. Somebody made chili and it was too good, so I had like three bowls.
Sometimes you gotta chill you out, dude. Hit the
Yeah,
reset button. You know what I mean?
right.
You know.
Yep.
I'm having
Anyway,
cream of mushroom steak stuff tonight. So
nice.
but I'll
It'll
just eat
probably be
that
great.
like a big slab of meat. It's like 12 or 14 ounces or something like that. That's a lot of meat,
Oh
man.
wow, yeah,
You
that
know,
is.
I'll
Yeah.
eat that with some vegetables and then, I'll be good to go. So I'll be starving
Hmm.
by then, but I'll be all right. We'll be all right.
Yeah.
All right, lady. If I don't talk to
Yes.
you before then, have a great Thanksgiving. And you guys do the same.
You too, bud.
And
Yep.
take care of yourselves. And
And don't
as
forget
always,
to
go floss
go
yourselves.
floss yourselves.
Sure. All right, Sandy. Be good.
Okay. Okay,
All right.
bye.
Bye, guys.